Hello people, welcome back to Stockholm, Mania. We provided a very specific and kind of interesting basically news for you guys. But first things first, in the studio next to me, Sam is sitting. Hello Sam.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
Back to another
yeah
episode.
man, good to see you, good to have you around.
Actually, before we start, I really want to thank the guys Håkan and Alper behind the cameras.
Yes, helping us sort things out. Yeah, big round of applause for these gents.
Exactly.
Yeah, alright, let's start.
So,
yeah, we got 23rd, yeah,
of August. There is like an kind of underground metal music. It's
Mrdeath.
Mrdeath band.
Mrdeath is
it's
playing.
Like one of the old school Swedish death metal, and they are not like new. They are really underground, I guess.
Yeah.
But they are not new in the scene. They are like they were formed in 2007, and the first demo.
They're quite old, yeah.
2008.
It's like a couple of years they're running, like they're making music and like attending different events, mostly undergrounds.
Yeah.
And that's so cool to see these people back on the stage. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I saw them live at Copperfields as usual. There was like full of heavy raw riffs, speed, and the really interesting thing about this band, they have a costume. So they are called Mrdeath, but they have a costume.
Stockholm, to be more precise, kind of famous for like an underground kind of events in any genre of music that you listen to. For metal specifically, there's always like a very cool underground band, local bands playing. And Mrdeath, as you mentioned, is like one of the oldest one. It's like they founded in 2007, and since then they've been active. Yeah, I
can mention something that the band members has a history with death metal. So like the bassist, he was in Tiamat and Photo Parade, one of the guitarists with Oceanlift. It was like many projects and bands.
Tiamat's a big name, yeah.
So like they just gather themselves from these bands, like they have experience with many bands, and then they formed this. And I would like to mention something, like to play death metal the way it is supposed to sound like the genre is played by hyper speed, microchip productions and musical virtuosity, where it once was dirty, raw and violent.
Yeah.
So like this is from Facebook, their Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really interesting. Always go and discovering new people. Specific. I mean, most of the people living in Stockholm most probably know about these people already. Yeah. But as I said, for the people who just maybe start their new life in Stockholm, discovering these new people, underground events, must be the most interesting things man can ever do. And Mrdeath. Sounds very interesting. Honestly, I don't know about them. I never had the chance to listen to some of the music of them, but based on the profile and the things that they've been doing, I'm really interested to see how they're gonna do things and how they're gonna perform in Jakobsberg at the gig on sometimes at the very end of August.
Yeah, it's 23rd
of August.
Yeah, yes. Exactly. So, and the thing is, they are doing this supported by or managed by a club, a death metal underground metal club, which called Fredagsmangel.
Fridays Mangles.
Yeah, Fridays Mingles or something.
In English.
English, and they run these events at this bar. It's in the center of Jakobsberg. So they run it once every 2 weeks, or every other week, and they are gathering the people who really used to be, for example, in Copperfields, and they know about these bands, underground bands. And so the same people gonna be there. They were just trying to say hey, we are here in Jakobsberg and we have this metal events like the thrash, death and black metal.
Yeah, despite the fact actually really the location is somehow kind of far away from town, but I think it's worth it to just get the train and get in there, pop in the bar and see how things
and
going on with these people.
I just would like to say why not, it doesn't have to be in the center, everything in the middle, basically you go to the center of the city and there is 3 of the most famous metal pops in Stockholm. But why don't we think about, like, for example, Högdalen? There is this Cyklopen.
Yeah.
And you know, Cyklopen has so many like great events, like really underground punk and black and these genres are so like,
as you said, it's always cool, like, you know, you just go for like a new place, like out of town, and let's see how things go on. Like, you know, life is about like, you know, making new experiences. And like, fingers crossed to see Mrdeath. They're gonna be supported by a very, I would say, like, kind of a band deserve to be more discovered and deserve to be more talked about, called TheTrueOrcus. Not much information about them on the internet. Actually, I couldn't find much information even on the Facebook page. But these people are gonna be, like, you know, supporting the Mrdeath on the event. So let's see how
it's a special guest. So
let's see how things going on with these people. Like, I'm trying to like find some information. It was like a very few photos and like sentences about these people on Facebook and like some other like websites and stuff.
I really would like to, maybe we can go there someday, like soon, just visit the place and talk to the Fredagsmangels organizers there. Like it would be cool, man.
Would be really cool. That was
23rd of August, don't forget. It's like in Fredagsmangel Jakobsberg.
Pop in, grab a drink and enjoy the underground music here in Stockholm. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Milo.
Thanks.
Bye bye.